This is actually a really short designer series. Cnastybiscuits22 courses out, but you got to give these. All right, so let's jump in and have a look at his first course. As always, guys, everything's left as default to play the course the way the designer meant it to be played. We are off the back tees, which in this case are blue. The only thing that does change are the pin sets. And for this round, we have pin set number 1. Also, guys, if you do play off the PS4, make sure to head on over and join my society, Voodoo's Den.
Hello,
we have
and gentlemen, and
one event a week, it's only one round, so it doesn't take up too much of your time.
I am also glad that you chose to join us for today's event here on the TGC Network. We have a brand new season ahead of us, and this is just the first of many rounds to come. Let's get down to the first tee now and pick up on the action. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. From about $150.
$150. Bit of a nasty lie. Little bit of D-loft. I thought that would have come in a bit more, but we are on.
And pretty sure he's going to like that. 26 feet from the cup. Oh, that was so close.
So we are opening with a par.
And starting the round off with a par. And now let's move to the second hole. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And about 175 yards away here.
Bit of D-loft on this. This should get us there.
And I think he will like that. And this for the birdie. And a nice putt there.
And we pick up a nice little birdie.
And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And now let's move to the third hole.
D-loft is pretty much all the way to play under this wind.
And going with the 6-iron.
Bit of a dirty strike on it, but should still be okay. It's on.
Nice shot. I think you'll like that. 15 feet away here. and just doesn't want to drop. And this for the par.
And we pick up a nice little par.
And our leader is sitting on top of the scoreboard here with a score of 7 under. And now the 4th hole. And I think he's going to like that.
I will say this, par 5, way too long, dude.
And nothing wrong with that shot. And from 165 yards out.
Like, after 2 shots onto a par 5, I expect to be a ton closer.
Going with the 8 iron.
But it's not the end of the world.
Now he's on the green, time for putting. And this one's for birdie. Solid putt.
And that's another nice little birdie.
Currently sitting at 2 under for the day. And teeing off on this par 4. Okay, about 165 yards to the pin.
I reckon we're all over this. Oh, not with that birdie swing. Look at that. That might be okay-ish though.
And now he's going to be digging that putter out. And about 11 feet to go here. Oh goodness, that was almost in. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And our leader is sitting on top of the scoreboard here with a round of 7 under. And moving on to the 6th here. Ooh, looks like he's going through the branches here. And he can't be very pleased with himself after that. And I'm hearing this one is very deep in the rough. And that one's back in the fairway, nice and safe. And that green is definitely in reach for the next shot.
Oh,
and I am pretty sure he's going to like that. And this for the birdie. And that one will drop.
But we do get
and
the
he's
bird.
moving on up on the leaderboard after that hole. And now setting up on the par 3. here's a 3 iron.
Too much. Yeah, I thought I should have.
And he'll be happy with
Probably have
that.
dropped back down to
From
the
21 feet away.
Oh, way too much. But we will pick up our little par.
And this putt is for par. And currently sitting at 3 under for the day after that one. And now the 8th hole.
Yeah, there's some here. There's some here. Okay, Bubby.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was a joy to watch. Hitting the green here on this par 4 from the tee.
Oh, that's way too hard.
Ooh, and it just misses.
That's
Just
alright.
missing on the eagle. That really could have helped things here. And after that one, 4 under is the score.
You scramble another birdie, I'm fine with
Okay,
that.
and on to the 9th. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound.
Yeah, bud.
From here, about 225 to the pin. And I think that's the hybrid. And I think he's gonna like that. And this putt is for birdie.
And that's another nice little birdie, birdie, birdie.
And he is moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. And talk about getting a hold of a drive. This is incredible. From 140 yards out. And that one is on the green with quite a bit of real estate to make up on that next putt. For the birdie. And there's 6 under on the day after that hole. And the wind could come into play on this one. I know some others have had some issues. Let's see how this tee shot goes. Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway. And that was a feat. Hitting the green here on this par 4 right off the tee.
I thought that was downhill. Damn it.
And about 16 feet left to go. Ooh, and just inches away. And this putt's right around
So
2
we do
feet.
end up with a par. On what should have been a very
And after
easy
that
birdie.
hole, staying fast in the second place on the leaderboard. Going with the 4-iron here. And he's probably gonna like that. And this putt's for birdie. This could be the shot, folks. Very nicely done. Long putt right into the cup. All right, let's see what happens on the 13th hole here. Well, I think this one's gonna find the short grass.
Definitely not making it in 2.
I think you'll like that.
Ah, crap. That nasty line has cost me.
I think he'll be happy with that. And from 25 feet.
But we will get the par.
Okay, and now let's take a peek and see what's happening on the leaderboard. And he's still tied for first after that. And now teeing off on this par 4. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. And about 170 yards to the pin. Going with the 6-iron. And that approach is on the green, but quite lengthy putt ahead. And for the par. And that one will drop. And no change for him leaderboard-wise after that hole. And now teeing off on the par 3 hole. Going with the hybrid here.
Crap.
Well, I don't think they meant to do that on the approach. Too much club on that, I think. And this putt to save par. And the putt will drop. And after that one, he's still tied for first. And next up is a par 4, folks. Oh well, this is an insanely powerful drive off the tee here, folks. Now let's see what happens here. Setting up above the hole. He's got to be pleased with that. And this one's for birdie. And he's going to stay right there where he was on the leaderboard, no change in the ranking. And setting up for the par 5 hole. And this shot's looking promising.
Let's have a look.
Nothing wrong with that. From 120 yards out.
120.
"11 feet to the cup." Ooh, and that was very, very close. And this putt's about a 2-footer here.
And we pick up a par.
And he is just really stacking the birdies here today on the scorecard.
That should bounce onto a fairway.
He's probably not that happy about that one. And folks, this shot coming out of the rough. Well, you'll probably like that. And this next putt for a 63 on the final round. And this putt is for par. And a good putt. And his event is done today, folks. He will finish ranked 2nd in the field. And folks, that's all she wrote for us here today. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Alrighty. I'd probably shorten a couple of the par 5s on it. Maybe have one long one. But yeah, that 700 yard one, even though I got a birdie on it, should not be that long. But that is just my opinion. Alright, let's have a look at the second course by Cnastybiscuits22.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, and we are about to play some golf here on the TGC network. And to the folks at home, it's been a pleasure bringing you this coverage for the entire season. We are just about to kick off our final round of the season here. Let's get down there now. And with that, I declare this event has begun. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And hitting from 195 yards out. Going with the 3-iron. This is heading towards the green.
And that's off.
Well, I definitely didn't see that going into the rough, that's for sure. And about 10 feet to go here. And that par putt will drop. And starting today's round off at even par.
And we'll do scramble a par.
Now let's see what the second hole has in store. And I think he will be pleased with that. And about 160 yards to the pin. Looks like a 7-iron.
Oh, that's way over.
And this one's for birdie.
But we will get the par.
This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that hole. And now the third hole tee off.
I love you too, Bubby.
And he will like that. And I think he will like that.
Wow, even that was too much. Now with how that ball travelled so quick once it got past the
This
pin,
putt's
I've got
for
to believe
birdie.
it's uphill.
Oh my lands, that was very close. And they're about 3 feet away here. And he's going to stay right there at even par after that hole. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off.
Ah, that's in the rough. Unless I get a lucky kick. And I do.
I think you'll like that. And from 165 yards.
165.
I think this shot might be a bit long.
No kidding.
Poor approach
Look
shot
at it.
there.
Terrible
Too much
swinging it with
club,
the
I
fly.
think. And it's time to take a peek at the leaderboard. And after that hole, he will stay at even par. And now setting up for the par 4. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. And about 165 yards to the pin. Going with the 8-iron here. And that shot will be on the green with a fairly lengthy putt ahead. And the long putt will drop. Very nice stroke on that one. And now he finds himself tied for first. And here's the 6-iron. And nothing wrong with that shot. From 18 feet. Ooh, inches away.
And we just miss it, but we easy tap for the par.
And tapping in for the par. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And now teeing off on the par 5. And just a huge drive here.
That's coming back.
And I'm gonna guess he's not that happy about that shot. Yeah, about 11 feet from the cup here. And the bogey putt will drop. And unfortunately, he falls out of first after that one. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee-off. And looks like a 6-iron. Pretty sure he's gonna like that one. And this putt is for birdie.
Oh, way too hard.
Ooh, unfortunate. And this putt's for par. Oh, and it just didn't drop.
We are picking up another bogey.
And this for the bogey. And that performance has led him to go down in the standings. And teeing off on this par 4. And I think you'll like that. From 170 yards out.
And look how hard that's gone. Could be okay-ish.
All right, and he's on the green now. And about 6 feet to go here. And that one will drop for birdie. And that one's going to bring him down to even par. And let's see what the 10th has in store. I think we'll find some fairway here.
Hoping for a flat lie. I think we got it. Nope. I believe that should be flopping
And
distance.
I think he will be happy with that.
Trying to sell me on the pitch, really? Yeah, maybe. Still convinced the loft, if we play it right, should run up.
And about 5 feet to go here. And just
you're
missing.
kidding. That did not
Looking
take
like
the
9
first
feet
break.
to the cup. And that one will drop.
We do get
And
the
after
par.
that hole, he will remain at even par. And moving on to the 11th hole. And going with the 7-iron on this one. And this putt's for birdie. And that putt drops.
And we do get a nice
And
little
currently
birdie.
sitting at 1 under for the day. And the wind could be an issue on this next hole. We're going to have to see how this tee shot goes. This one's looking pretty good so far.
That might be in the rough.
From
Does check
125
up.
yards out.
Just going to deal off this a bit.
And I think you'll like that. This one's about 3 feet away. And that'll drop for birdie.
And another nice little bird.
And after that hole, nothing changes in the standings for them. Still in second place. I think he'll like that. And 110 yards or so to the pin.
Should have day lofted it. That's alright. Should be
And
able
a
to
bit of a
scramble
poor
the par.
approach shot there. And I think the wind may have gotten a hold of that approach. And this to save par. Oh, that was very close. This one's
And
about
we're
2
getting
feet
a
from the cup.
bogey.
Currently sitting at 1 under for the day, and is currently tied for second place on the leaderboard. And this will go far.
Yeah, it's coming back a mile.
And he's got to be happy with that. And this is for birdie. Nice little putt. And he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard after that hole. And setting up for the par 3 hole. Looks like a 7 iron.
It has potential to be good if it gets onto it. And it got on, and not too shabby.
I think he's going to like that. Yeah, this is about a 4-footer. For the birdie. And just like that, he takes a share of the lead.
What have we got?
Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. And a $190 out here. This is the 3 iron, I believe. And I think he will like that. Ooh. And about 5 feet to go here. And that one's going to go for par. And after that one, he's going to stay right where he was on the leaderboard. Okay, and moving on to the 17th now. And this putt's for birdie. And after that one, he's still in first place. And moving on to the 18th hole. And just launched this drive. And let's see how this one goes. They're setting up below the hole. And going with the 6 iron.
That should run up if I'm lucky. It's a bit of a nasty bounce, but we're on. Hopefully. No, it's rolling off.
And nothing to write home about on that approach shot. Too much club. And if this drops, that's for a final round score of 68. And the par putt will drop.
And we do drop it.
And he's done it, folks. This event is over, and he has wound up on the top of the leaderboard, number one.
Alright guys, that was Cnastybiscuits22, both his courses. Definitely see a lot of potential in this designer, and looking forward to seeing what he comes out with next. Alright guys, that's all I do have time for, so I'll probably be back tomorrow. Catch you all in the next video.